Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Timpedia, and welcome to the modding tutorial for Star Wars Empire at War and Forces of Corruption. So, you want to mod those games, do ya? Do ya? I didn't mean to open Internet Explorer. So, how do we do such a thing? Well, it is very, very simple. When you download the mod, you should get a file. Yeah, these are all my mods and shit. FOC. Alright, let's go to vanilla. Okay, so here is the Absolute Enhancement mod seen in Let's Play Star Wars Empire at War. Absolute Enhancement mod, Let's Play. So, when you download it, a lot of mods will come like this. They'll come in a zip file, and then in the zip file they'll have a folder or something like that. Seeing how this is the original Empire at War, we will go to local disk C. Wherever program files you have, it'll either be program files x86 or program files normal, depending on if you have a 64 or 32-bit operating system. So we'll find LucasArts. I don't know if these work with the Steam version. I haven't tried it. I don't think they really work nearly as well as the disc versions, but I think it might be possible to get them to work. I don't know. So, Star Wars Empire at War. Okay, good. We go to Game Data. And then in here, now these are actually gone. I've actually uninstalled the games. That's a bit of a problem, I know. So what you would do is you'd go to Game Data, and in here you'd create a folder called Mods, which I have done. So Empire at War, Game Data, Mods. And then under there you just put the folder. So you just drag it and drop it in here. Perfect. Now there's one thing I'd like that. Okay. So that's done. Now, there are a couple ways to run these mods. One of them is there is an actual official mod launcher for both games that covers both games. A single mod launcher that works for everything: Star Wars Empire at War and Forces of Corruption. I don't really like it because it requires some really old Microsoft framework thing that you'd have to download, and I'm sure there's like the version's too new to run it. It's easier to just run each mod individually. Now, we have the mod, but how do we actually launch it? If you just double click on the icon of the game, it doesn't change. Now that is where these come in. Some of them have this is a shortcut. Now some mods have these shortcuts pre-built, but as you just saw, it didn't work for me, not because the game is uninstalled and other things. So let's start with a new shortcut, just to show you what it looks like when you create one. Type the location of the item. Well, the location of the item, as we can see here, is the Star Wars Empire at War.exe. So you'd go to Program Files, Empire at War, Game Data, which is this. So you'd copy this and paste it in here with just like that. Next. Create a name for this. Okay, whatever. That's actually going to the folder, not the actual game. So it's not exactly correct. Okay. But let's just change the properties around. So we have game data, and if you have the actual game installed, it'd be /sweaw.exe. Now there are quotations around this. Leave that there. Now if you want to launch the mod, what you need to do is afterward put a space, and hit mod path equals mods, whatever the name of your folder is, / then the name of the folder, exactly. So for Absolute Enhancement mod, it would be AEM 5.1. AEM 5.1. Now, unfortunately, because I've uninstalled the game, I can't show you this. But if you install it, if you have set it correctly, the icon will change to be the Empire at War logo instead of this generic one. It will change. If you see that, then you know it's wrong. And you can change the start in folder to whatever. See how this goes to game data? This is what you actually want game data to be. So you could take this whole first part and put it in there. Okay, now of course that's not an actual path because I installed the game, but that's what you do. And now you have a shortcut. If the icon changes, you now have a shortcut to the game. So let's go over that again. So what you want to do is you download the mod, you put the mod for Empire at War, at least, in the game data, create a mods folder, and put the folder of the mod in there. You don't want this data folder, you want an overriding folder that contains all the subfolders, and put that in there. Then, if the mod comes with a shortcut, like this one, then you can tweak the shortcut because, hey, I don't have program files. I have program files x86. So, if I want to change that, I can go like this, just copy that, and highlight everything here, and paste. See? Now it has program files x86, and it's perfect. Let's do this one too. Put a quotation mark at the beginning, because I was too lazy. And then set Star Wars Empire War.exe, and then at the end, after the quotes, mod path equals mods / whatever your mod folder name is. Perfect. Now, there are only minor changes to be made for Forces of Corruption. Now, of course, I still don't have it, so you're going to have to bear with me, but there will be a Star Wars Forces of Corruption folder in LucasArts as well. The only difference between the two, as far as the shortcut goes, the installation method is the same, except there is no game data folder in Forces of Corruption. You actually go into the Forces of Corruption folder, and that's where you install the mods. So, if you're creating a Forces of Corruption one, you would simply change this to foc.exe, or whatever the Forces of Corruption executable is, and change Star Wars Empire at War, of course this is fucked up, so long, to Star Wars Forces of Corruption. Oh god, whatever, you get what I mean. Change the executable, you no longer need the game data. So in fact what you could just do is grab this, put it in there, Star Wars Forces of Corruption / whatever.exe, and then the mod path equals mods / whatever. And then you also change this one to Forces of Corruption. And there you go. That is how you launch the mods. Simple as that. Where do you get mods? Well, if you go to... Actually, let me do this. And then if you Google FOC mods or whatever, you go to empireatwar.filefront.com. So go to empireatwar.filefront.com. There are also sites such as, not Twitter, moddb.com. They have a lot of good mods. Just search for Forces of Corruption. There you go. And there are plenty of mods here to try out. Those are the only two real big places to get mods for this game. That's plenty. Trust me, there are plenty there for you. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, guys, so I know this has been a very short little video, only 5 minutes long, but that is how you mod the games. Again, you can use the mod launcher, but it is very finicky and requires a very old Microsoft codec thingy, and it is not worth your time. So if you want to mod Empire at War, go into the game data folder, create mods, drop it in there, and create a shortcut. Or the mod will come with a shortcut, and you might just have to tweak it a little bit. And if you're in Forces of Corruption, there is no game data folder. Just go to the base folder, create a mods folder, dump your mod folder in there, and do the shortcut method the same way. Hopefully this was a helpful little tutorial. There are links to the